So what's the problem with Gary Vee, with Gary Vaynerchuk?
So you mean besides the profuse profanity and the Jets being terrible?
He does swear a lot, doesn't he? We're not talking about that though, because he does have a lot of great business advice. We're going to be talking about a problem with one piece of Gary Vaynerchuk's advice. Let's dive right in.
So I wanted to talk about swearing in the Jets, but you want to talk about something else. What's the problem here?
Yeah, something a little bit more relevant. Something that Gary Vee is very well known for is producing content, producing lots of it, producing it everywhere. And I have a hard time with that because all of my colleagues in the National Speakers Association, everyone in the how-to space or the course creator space, they're putting a lot of energy into putting content everywhere, and they're not getting results from it. So here's actually what Gary Vee recommends.
So for example, when I think about 100 pieces of content a day.
So he's recommending we create 100 pieces of content every single day.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel totally overwhelmed. Like seriously,
No words can express how Devin feels because it's so extreme.
Right. No, I mean 100%. Like creating one piece of content for me in a single day is that's kind of all that I would ever want to do.
So a lot of my colleagues think that they've got to have a presence on every platform. They've got to have a presence on Instagram and Facebook, of course. Oh, and definitely LinkedIn. And then they hear me talk and they think, okay, I've got to do YouTube as well. And what about this? What about that? What about
TikTok? Come on. And Clubhouse. You got to get an invite to Clubhouse or else you're missing out.
Yeah, and so that's a lot of content, even just one on each platform. Maybe we've added up to 10 there. And here Gary is saying 100 pieces of content per day. Let's put a little bit more context on it, all right?
Is if I was asking the normal, quote unquote, person to produce 100 pieces of content a day, I guarantee you that I'm probably subconsciously thinking that 50 of those are Twitter.
I like how he says, I guarantee you that I'm probably. So he says, okay, 50 of them go on Twitter. Now I want to emphasize something here that I'm not a Twitter user. I don't like Twitter. And so, but there are people who do like Twitter, and if you love Twitter,
yeah, it's me. Like that's my drug of choice per se.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's part of the formula. He's pointing out that you've got to be doing 50, like out of the 100 that he's recommending on all these different platforms. Twitter is a place, whether the number's 50 or not, but Twitter needs a lot more. See, every platform has a formula, and on YouTube, 1 video a day, 5 or more per week. That's one of the ingredients to succeed on YouTube. And every platform has that formula. I don't know the formula for Twitter, but I'm guessing to really build a following and to really have influence or have results, like lead generation if you're using this for business, like we all are.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that, local news people that I follow that, it's like probably 50 pieces of content a day, where it's just commenting on every single thing.
So while I definitely disagree with this one point that Gary Vee teaches, there is a lot of good advice that he shares. I want you to comment below what's something awesome that you've learned and applied from Gary Vee. And I think he says a little bit more here.
You can write, you can retweet and add your 2 cents. All of a sudden, you're kind of there, right?
So there's a nuance to it. You're putting your own post, but you're retweeting, you're commenting, and so you've got to do like 50 or more of these interactions a day.
Yeah, and it's kind of the same as just liking a post on Instagram, that type of engagement. I'm commenting on that, but, Twitter is a little bit different.
Another platform that I really do understand is LinkedIn. And the formula for LinkedIn is drastically different from Twitter. It's drastically different from YouTube because a lot of people say, well, I'm putting all this effort and energy into making these videos for YouTube. Can I repurpose it? Repurposing has become a really popular topic so that we can really maximize all of our efforts and energy. Well, if we just take that YouTube video and just post those videos every day on LinkedIn, you know what? You're not following the LinkedIn formula. LinkedIn needs articles. LinkedIn needs photos or just images or infographics. But even more than that, there's a lot of different types of engagement. Like there's things called endorsements. You need to get endorsements and you need to give endorsements and you need to go to other people's posts and comment, which obviously that's another thing you're talking about on Twitter. You don't really have that on YouTube. So if you're going to be posting 100 pieces of content per day, you have to make sure that you're following the formula on every platform that you're using. And that is tough. Now I'm actually gonna make a bet here. I'm gonna bet that that's not how Gary Vee started. I don't think that he started posting 100 pieces of content everywhere. he started in one place. Because every influencer that I've studied, that I followed, they start on one platform. They grow big on that one platform, and then when they've got momentum and they've got that strategy down, they then transition and start to grow a following on another platform. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wondered, the question that came to my mind is it still possible to grow on some of those platforms? I mean, Twitter's been around for, 15 years, something like that, and Instagram for a solid, 10, 12. Like, is it still possible to get real traction growing on those older platforms?
I can't speak to every platform. I can certainly speak to YouTube. YouTube is growing. YouTube's getting better and better. So even though YouTube's been around since 95, that's 16 years, YouTube is still the place. It's my favorite place. And so talking about Twitter, if Twitter is growing, if more and more people are going to Twitter, then I would say, yeah. I mean, you can start from zero anywhere if you know the strategy, if you know the formula.
Nate, do you think that there are certain platforms that are worth more of your time than others?
Obviously, I'm going to be really biased towards YouTube, okay? But if there's a platform that you like, especially if you're using it and you're getting results, keep doing that. Keep doing what gets you results. But if there's a platform that annoys you, like TikTok drives me nuts. I'm so glad that shorts are coming to YouTube because I enjoy that platform better and I can use it for business. Man, I just couldn't take...
Yeah,
and I can't take Twitter.
Get off my lawn.
I don't understand the interaction, but it's funny. On YouTube, it's a long-term strategy, and if you don't enjoy it, if it's going to be torture for you, then you know you're not going to be able to stick with it. And I apply that to any platform. If you're not going to stick with it long-term, don't split your attention away from areas where you know you can get results. And if it's just one platform like YouTube and you want to put all your effort and energy there, all the other things, don't let them distract you. Focus where you can get results.
Nate, early on in the video, you just kind of threw something out there. You said posting every day or 5 episodes per week like it was gospel, like it was nothing. So is that really what you recommend?
Well, I'm going to recommend you watch this video right here. Does uploading daily to YouTube grow your channel faster? You'll find your answers there.